Tesla CEO Elon Musk is the subject of a new controversy after he appeared to smoke marijuana during a podcast interview. Musk was a guest on the Joe Rogan Experience Thursday, and on Friday, Tesla's stock also took a hit, plunging more than 6% to $263 per share. Meg Oliver has more on Tesla's ongoing struggles. Meg, good morning.
Good morning. Rogan's interview with Musk was in California, where recreational marijuana use is legal. But this is one of many PR troubles for Elon Musk and Tesla. The company's debt was downgraded to junk status in March by Moody's Investor Service. Musk even joked the company was bankrupt in a tweet on April Fool's Day. It all makes you wonder if Tesla could go up in smoke.
Tesla is a company that many of us are well informed of and hear about on a daily basis. They are primarily focused on automotive engineering, but also create clean energy generation, such as solar panels, and storage products. They were founded back in 2003, when a few engineers teamed up and were influenced by GM's first electric car, which was shortly recalled after its release. These engineers obtained a large investment from their current CEO, Elon Musk, who was added to the board of directors with his initial buy-in. Tesla's main goal at the time was to commercialize electric vehicles, beginning with sports cars and later moving to more everyday drivers, including sedans, compacts, and more recently, trucks. Tesla's mission, as stated on their website, is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. They have also made statements claiming Tesla believes the faster the world stops relying on fossil fuels and move towards a zero-emission future, the better. This reflects Tesla's Model 3, which was created to allow more consumers to afford the Tesla brand. Transitioning over to the leadership associated with Tesla, here we have the board of directors, which includes 9 members, including Elon Musk. Switching over to the more managerial side, you can see here on Tesla's organizational chart that they carry positions much like any other company. As seen on the functional hierarchy chart, their top of the chain displays the board of directors, which stems down to the president, then the general manager. On the lower but equal level, we have the administration, financial, engineering, marketing, and HR managers. Below each of these managers lies the more specific job roles, such as accounting, sales, and recruitment, to name a few. Tesla, as of 2018, has over 38,000 employees and will continue to expand. The main focus of this event that we will be reviewing are the acts of Elon Musk. Musk was born in 1971 in South Africa, who later became an American entrepreneur. He began his journey through co-founding the electronic payment firm PayPal. Soon after, he was later introduced to the company of Tesla, and after building up his successful Fortune 500 company, did he form SpaceX. These are the maker of launch vehicles and spacecraft. He studied economics at a university located in Ontario, but after getting his first degree in economics, did he move to Stanford University to study physics. He only attended Stanford for a total of 2 days before deciding to drop out and focus on his company, Zip2, which was sold to a computer company 1 year later at $307 million. The event that occurred back in September of 2018 was a controversial topic that almost led to the forfeit of Tesla's CEO, Elon Musk. Musk was featured on a podcast hosted by Joe Rogan, where he was offered the opportunity to smoke a joint.
So is that a joint? Or is it a cigar?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's marijuana
it's
inside
weed.
of pot.
Oh, okay. So it's like pot tobacco
Yeah.
pods.
You never had that?
Yeah, I think I tried one once.
Come on, man. You probably can't because of stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
Okay.
How does that work? Do people get upset at you if you do certain things? There's tobacco and marijuana in there. That's all it is. The combination of tobacco and marijuana is wonderful. First turned onto it by Charlie Murphy, and then reignited by Dave Chappelle. There you go.
Plus whiskey. Haha, exactly.
Perfect. Balances it out.
I mean, alcohol is a drug. It's been grandfathered in.
Well, it's not just a drug. It's a drug that gets a bad rap. Because if you just have a little, it's great.
Fine.
This podcast was released on a Thursday in early September of 2018. Rogan and Musk had a conversation that exceeded 2 hours in which they discussed flamethrowers, artificial intelligence, and all the way to the end of the universe. The major controversy behind this short clip that you just watched is the fact that Elon Musk is a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, Tesla, and the founder of a company, SpaceX, who currently holds 14 defense contracts with the U.S. government. Elon Musk taking a hit off of a blunt in a public setting for all to see was a very poor judgment call. After the podcast was posted to YouTube, Tesla's stock price dropped 9% to $263.24. Two of Tesla's top executives resigned from the company, and the board of directors also put Elon's position as chairman and CEO into question. The U.S. Air Force also reportedly began looking into Musk's marijuana use due to it being prohibited for someone with a government security clearance to consume marijuana. Although marijuana is legal for recreational use in many states, including California where the podcast was recorded, it remains illegal for federal employees or contractors with security clearances to consume. This incident forced Elon to refile his SF-86 security form, which requires a federal employee or contractor seeking a clearance to acknowledge any illegal drug use over the previous 7 years. Although Musk did not suffer from too many major consequences for this specific event, his reckless attitude has had a major impact on the companies that he is in charge of and has led to him having to resign from his position on the board of directors. Now we will tell you
how this relates to our course concepts. This action taken by Elon Musk can be tied to organizational behavior in a multitude of ways. Organizational mechanisms, group mechanisms, individual characteristics, individual mechanisms, which all lead to individual outcomes, are all at play in this event. Let's start with how organizational mechanisms were affected. Within organizational mechanisms is organizational culture. Organizational culture is defined as the shared social knowledge within an organization regarding the rules, norms, and values that shape the attitude and behaviors of its employees. Because Elon Musk is such a huge public figure in the face of Tesla, this action not only brings question to Musk himself, but causes the company's culture as a whole to be at question. The espoused values, or core values, were broken by its CEO, the worst person to be at fault. This ties in with leadership behavior, which falls under group mechanisms. In class, we learned about leadership's day-to-day behaviors. One of the dimensions that encompasses this day-to-day leadership behavior is consideration. Consideration is creating job relationships characterized by mutual trust, respect, and consideration of employees' feelings. Again, this action disregards consideration completely. That day's action by Elon did not consider his employees' feelings, trust, or gain respect. This was not a thoughtful action from a leader its employees look up to. Within individual characteristics lies ability and cultural values. As an individual, Elon's cognitive ability and emotional intelligence differ in levels of expertise. Elon's cognitive abilities are very high, as shown by his tech achievement history, but his emotional intelligence is lacking, as shown by this filmed action on the Joe Rogan Experience. Not only did this action affect Tesla as a whole, but it also affected the employees' individual cultural values. Elon holds his SpaceX employees to a very strict anti-smoking rule, in which the employees know prior to accepting the job. It is forced to be part of their individual value to refrain from drugs, and seeing the CEO of the company you may work for based on its values, smoking a blunt, must raise employee suspicion, leading to a possible lack of organizational commitment. This action by Elon, along with forcing employees to rethink the company's values, also impacted employee motivation. Sarah Withers, Tesla employee, was quoted directly after this event saying, "If I'm being honest, Elon Musk's experiment on the Joe Rogan podcast has lowered my energy and motivation levels waking up to go to work the last few mornings. If this same lack of motivation spread among employees, job performance would go way down. We now know that Tesla is fully recovered and is thriving as a company, but this doesn't disregard the fact that Elon made a bad move. This all leads to individual outcomes, which are job performance and organizational commitment. Through wisdom gained from class, my group and I believe that this marijuana smoking event has caused both job performance and organizational commitment to hinder just a bit. Organizational commitment more so. Seeing your CEO hypocritically smoke must weigh on the employee's commitment to the organization, especially if this same CEO is the one who put in rules and regulations against smoking. To sum this event up in terms of what we have learned in class, Elon's public display of smoking could have led to a widespread, strong negative correlation with regard to organizational commitment. But thankfully for Tesla, employees stayed and are performing quite exceptionally. Tesla's stock is thriving, and the company is as innovative as ever. Elon seems to have realized the impact his actions have and has so far learned from his mistakes.
Cause I ride for my clique, I get live with my clique, go get high with my clique, do or die for my clique. Said it's all that I know, yeah, it's all that I know, yeah, it's all that I